at Nicole. At. Here I was, almost feeling bad for you, sis. But come to find out, you're just as shallow as Sam, okay? But before we go ahead and get into it, I need you guys to do me a favor. If this is your first time here, sit back, relax, watch the video on through. And if you like what you see and you like what you hear, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're one of my lovely members or subscribers, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all, let's get into Love is Blind UK Season 1, Episodes 3 and 4. Now listen, don't go looking for Episode 2, it's not there. It's just not there, okay? Y'all saw what happened, so I'm not even about to get into it. Normally, we do these scene by scene, but baby, because it's 2 episodes in 1, I done coupled the couples up together, and we're going to talk about the honeymoon getaway towards the end, okay? So follow me here. Follow me. Nicole, Sam, and Ben. This love triangle pissed me off so bad, but let's get into it. So Ben's telling Nicole that he questions Sam's intentions, okay? He feels like he's here for fame. He wants to be noticed. And did I say that in my last review? I did. Episode 1, I said it feels like Sam is here for Instagram followers. Okay, so I wasn't wrong. And if someone who actually is in the men's quarter with him can say that, then I know I'm not wrong. Now, let's think about this. Sam made a comment because he felt as though maybe Nicole may be on the heavier side because she said or almost said that he wouldn't be able to pick her up. Now, is that shallow? Absolutely. Does that mean that he's here for fame? I'm not going to say that much. It just means that he may not like what he see if for some reason she was bigger than what he expected. But nonetheless, I still feel like Sam is not here for the right reasons. I don't trust him and I don't like him, and it just is what it is. So Ben is trying to tell Nicole, I don't feel like he's here for you. Like, he said some things, he's doing some things that makes me feel weird. I want to protect you. I just want to give you a heads up. He already feels like he's throwing this guy under the bus, and it's not really his thing, but he cares about Nicole, so he doesn't want to put her in that situation. Now, Nicole is just sitting there like, I'm just so confused because I don't know. He's been so consistent. Nicole, I need you to snap out of it. Wake up, sis. Wake up. So Nicole goes back into the women's corner and she's talking to Jasmine. Now, y'all remember Jasmine had a connection with Sam, right? So Nicole's telling Jasmine, I just don't know what to do. Like, I like Ben, I like Sam, but Sam has been the most consistent. He seemed the most solid. Like, he told me I've been his #1 from day one. And Jasmine was like, well, he told me the same thing. And I'm like, red flags flying. Sis, if he's telling Jasmine that she's his #1 from day one, the same way he's telling you, and then Ben is telling you that he doesn't think he's here for the same reasons you are, why are you so confused? It's like you want to ignore the red flags. For what? Like, girl, what's tea? What is it? Like, you want to be her? Is that what you want? Because at this point, it feels like that's what you're going for. Ben decides that he wants to propose to Nicole now because he realized how much he cares for her, how much he loves her by this whole situation that's going on, and he doesn't want to see her get hurt. He didn't realize his feelings for her was as strong as they are until now. He's in his pod waiting for Nicole. Sam in his pod waiting for Nicole. So we like, Nicole, where you going, sis? Which pod you going to? Everybody's like, Nicole, where's Nicole? And Nicole decides that she wants to go talk to Sam because that's her strongest connection. Now, Nicole really just be pissing me off for no reason whatsoever because Nicole goes and she says to Sam, I really need to ask you something. Are you here for love and marriage? Girl, do you think he was going to say no? Like, even if he wasn't, do you think that he was going to say, nah, I'm here to play a game and be on TV? Like, go, girl, get it together. Like, why would you even ask that question? But I'm thinking to myself, isn't Sam the same man earlier who was just like, beggars can't be choosers? When Jasmine dumped him? Remember when Jasmine dumped him, he decided that he was going to go after Nicole? He said, beggars can't be choosers. Basically saying, I just need somebody, anybody. And because Nicole seems dumb enough to go for it, I'm just going to stick it to her and she has to take it. Girl, these people are crazy. But now he's sitting there rambling about how much he loves her and how he knew she was the one from day one. Child, you just said you can't be choosy. She's definitely not the one since day one. You wanted Jasmine. Remember you came out the pod and you threw down your little cup because you were so upset that she broke up with you because I'm never enough. Remember that incident? Please, okay? But anyway, he decides that he's gonna take this opportunity and ask her to come to the wall. Put your hand against the wall for me. Put your hand against the wall. Will you marry me? Boy, miss me with all of that, okay? And she's like, yes, yes, yes. Then she goes and sits in her confessional, and what's she doing? What's she doing? She's crying. She is crying. You wanna know why? Because she knows she made a bad decision. You know that gut feeling when you know you effed up? She knew she messed up. That wasn't happy tears. That was tears of, damn, I just effed up. That's what that was. So, of course, in true fashion, Nicole has to go break this off with Ben. So she goes into the pod. She's like, Ben. He's like, oh my God, so relieved that she's there, because he didn't think she was going to show up, not knowing that she's about to tell him that she's engaged to Sam. So he's pouring out his heart, telling her how much he just realized that he cared about her and things of that nature. And she has to let him know, like, I like you, I enjoy what we had, but overall, my connection with Sam is stronger, and so we're gonna get engaged. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And you could tell that, you know, Ben was a little hurt by it. Ben goes into the men's quarters, because, you know, that's where he gotta go. And the men are comforting him, making him, like, you know, trying to console him a little bit. And here goes Dag on Sam in the corner. And it was just so great, because I told her to put her hand against the wall, and she was like, yes, yes, more times over, yes, yes, yes. And I'm like, you are such an asshole. Did you have to, you know, put on a show right there while this man is sitting there crying because the girl picture? As if that wasn't enough, you need to rub it in his face? Oh, okay. So now it's time for them to meet each other. And baby, I was sitting on pins and needles because I was waiting for this, because I knew. I knew they weren't going to be attracted to each other. You could not tell me that they were, okay? But nonetheless, doors open, and they don't look like they really happy to see each other. It's like, hi. Hi. And he's like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to cry. It's like the best day of my life. I'm not going to cry. Oh my God, oh my God. And then you know that he said in his confessional, I don't care what nobody says, I think she's beautiful. What the F does that mean? Because, hear me out. If you have to say that you don't care what nobody else think about the person that you with, as long as you think they're beautiful, that means that there's a lot of people you may think don't think she's beautiful. That's what I got from it. So I was sitting here like, well, that's a nice thing to say, I guess, about your future wife. Okay? She's sitting there looking like, I don't know what I did. I mean, the nervous energy was like, it was like shaking. It was like trembling. They were like all over the place. So much to the point where the ring went on the wrong finger and the wrong hand. Child, how that happened? Like, how do you put the ring on the wrong hand? Like, where they do that at? Like, you want to be married so bad, both of y'all supposedly, and you put the ring on the wrong finger? Okay, cool. We're going to give it to the nerves. They don't like each other. They didn't kiss not one time. They barely hugged, okay? Even when he proposed, you could tell that Nicole wanted to say no. She just didn't say no, okay? He's walking away. She's walking away. And he's like, I think I love you. And I said, oh, my God, the dramatics. Give him an Oscar. Because, sir, you don't think you love that lady. Get out of here, okay? And she was like, I'm going to hold on to that. I said, child, what is really happening? Because this is hilarious. I felt like I was in a comedy. Had to be. But nonetheless, that was their reveal. Now she's spiraling in the background because she knows she effed up. But nonetheless, watching that whole scene just stressed me the hell out. So here we go with Tom and Maria, right? So Tom and Maria are in their pods. They talk about marriage and what that looks like. She says she wants a more traditional marriage. And he was like, hold up now, because what you talking about? Because you got to go to work. And she was like, I mean, I don't plan on not working. I'm just saying that, like, once I have kids or whatever, I want to at least spend, you know, the first 1 to 2 years at home with my kids, you know, so a lot of things I don't want to miss out on. And he was like, well, I don't want to miss out on them either. And I was like, sir, do you want to stay home with the kids? And she go to work? Like, what's tea? Because, like, somebody got to take care of these kids. Their kids expensive. Anyway, so then somehow she asked him, does he have any other connections? And of course he does, okay? He tells him, like, look, you're my number one. And he was like, I have a connection with somebody else. I can't necessarily say you're my number one. And we know that because he has a connection with Natasha, right? But he does say that his connection with Maria is stronger because they connect emotionally and sexually. He knows, like, he can see a future with Maria, but he knows that Natasha will fit in his life well. And I'm like, so why are you so confused? If you know your connection to Maria is stronger and you want to plan a future with her, why are you still holding on to Natasha? It don't even make sense to me. And Tom figured that out because now he has to go cut it off with Natasha because he wants to be with Maria. Now, baby, when he was talking to Natasha, my heart felt for that girl because you could just tell that she was loving on that man, okay? She just started crying instantly. I'm like, Natasha, pull it together, girl. Pull it together. Okay, homegirl, we even went back to the pods. She wished him well. I wish you nothing but happiness. Be happy. She was in them pods breaking down. I felt so bad because, damn, like you see the both of them have connections with this man, and it's like it could really go either way, and somebody eventually is gonna get their heart broken. And it just so happened to be Natasha. Natasha's a nice girl, but you can't force it. Just because you feel like there's something there doesn't mean that that's enough to sustain a marriage, because something can be there, but if you can't quite pinpoint exactly what it is, it ain't gonna work. If he can lay out exactly what it is when it comes to Maria and he can't do the same with you, it just is what it is. But nonetheless, this love is blind, so you never know. He might spin a block on her. Maybe. We'll see. So Maria wrote Tom a poem because she's not good at expressing her feelings and emotions. And so in order to, let him know how she feels, she decides to put it on paper. And I'm like, is the poems and the letters and the raps and the things of that, is that like the theme? Is that the thing? Because like we can't express our emotions and feelings like in person. We have to like write it down or whatever. We can't just say it out loud. Okay, cool. Anyway, he tells her that he wants to be the man that her dad would want for her. And then he asks her to marry her. But did he get down on one knee? I don't even think so. I don't know. I felt like the proposal was a little, it was a little lackluster to me. I'm just saying. But nonetheless, she says yes. So now it's time for their reveal. I have one problem and one problem only with Maria. It is 2024. Get a lip stain. Okay, you can go to the Walgreens, you can go to the CVS, you can go on the Amazon, you can literally go into the dollar store, get a lip stain. There is no reason that man's whole face should be covered in red lipstick. Y'all wasn't even giving it up like that, okay? Y'all wasn't even really, giving it up for his whole face to be freaking red. Crazy word. But I'm not gonna lie, when Tom went down to ask her to marry him, it seemed like he wanted to hesitate. Like he kind of didn't want to say it, but he said it. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna hold you. The chemistry, there's definitely some sexual chemistry right there, because whether that man actually likes her or not, he definitely will not mind humping her. I promise you. So we know Bobby and Jasmine got engaged in episode 2. We didn't review that, but y'all saw it. Anyway, it's time for their reveal, and they just start hugging, and they're like, holding on to each other. I don't know. Something's tingling in me saying, Jasmine really don't like him. Okay, I'm gonna just say it out loud. I don't feel like she likes him, but there's something there. They seem to be happy. They seem to be hugging. They seem to be close. I mean, I can't say it for sure. But something was off. A lot of these daggone reveals to me were weird. I'm not gonna lie. They was like a little awkward. Like watching these, I'm like, what is happening? Like, I don't know if it's because it's so quiet, like there's no background music. I don't know, but a lot of the like reveals were very awkward. So now we get to Kat and Freddy. Freddy's telling Kat, you're my number one. Kat's telling Freddy, you're my number one. And of course, he's your number one now because you don't have Ali. Because last time I checked, episode 1, it was Ali. Okay? But she said she knew from the beginning. It sounded like a lot of me. But okay, girl, we'll let you have it. He asked her, do you think love is blind? And I said, that's a nice setup. That's a nice setup. I see what you're doing there. And she was like, so what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? He was like, I'm trying to say I love you. I said, oh, that's cute. It was really cute. Not gonna hold you. Freddy proposed to Kat through a beautiful poem on brand for this year. All the poems, raps, and letters, right? So the poem was beautiful, though. It was definitely beautiful. And we already knew she was going to say yes because, like, she ain't got nobody else. So it is what it is. So it's time for their reveal. And I don't know what to think, okay? Let's just start off by the fact that Freddy had to be completely shocked, okay? It's like he didn't know what to say or anything. Like, I'm like, Freddy, do you talk? You got anything to say, Freddy? Like, come on, get it out. Something definitely felt off. I'm not gonna lie. The way he looked at Kat, the way he was acting in that moment, I can't tell if it was just like, oh my God, she's everything I wanted more, or if it was like, oh my God, I messed up. You know, I can't figure it out because the look of shock was very, very intense when it came to Freddy. He did say that she is more than he could have dreamed of. So I'm guessing it's the, you know, on the better half of shock, because he says he wants to live up to her expectations and more. So I'm just gonna write it out for now. But like I told you, all these reveals were very weird to me. It's like I couldn't really read it. It's like the actions wasn't matching the words. Everybody came out saying how they're so happy and they're so beautiful and everything's so great, but the body language inside the reveal just always seemed just a little bit off to me. So now we have Demi and Ali, and Demi is ready to like connect with Ali on an emotional level, okay? And she has something that she needs to tell him because this can be a deal breaker for him. She lets him know that she has endometriosis, so therefore she may not be able to conceive, and she doesn't know how he would feel about that. Now I'm thinking this is probably another reason why she likes to friend zone herself, because she feels like maybe men just want children. If she can't give them that, there's no need to even put yourself out there. That's what I'm starting to think. Demi has a lot of insecurities that I think she needs to figure it out. She needs to figure it out because she's very beautiful and she's very attractive, but I feel like she's standing in her own way, as if Demi is dimming her own light. If that makes sense, you know what I mean. So anyway, Ali's like, I'm so sorry that you have to go through that, but I still feel the same way. Like, that's not going to make me not want to be with you no more. But we already know that because Ali said it earlier that kids for him is not a deal breaker, because he knows that there's a possibility that his future wife could not conceive. And just because she can't conceive doesn't mean he loves her any less. But then he said something that was just like beautiful. Like, he said, she is my family. And I was like, oh. Like, she's enough. She's my family. That did it for me. Ali got away with words, okay? Ali got away with words. So they were on another date and they were talking, and he said that he doesn't need to do any grand gestures. And I'm like, why do you feel like y'all don't need grand gestures? Why? Because Demi has really put it out there that she doesn't require a lot. And I'm like, no, we need all the grand gestures. Bring me flowers, take me to dinner, open my door, be grand. Buy me gifts, do things for me, write me poems, do things for me. Like, yes. He did write her a letter because it's on theme for Love is Blind this season. And it was really, really sweet. And at the end of it, he told her he loves her. And I was just like, oh, this is it. This is it, okay? Because I've been rooting for Ali and Demi from the very beginning. And so I'm happy that we have finally made it here. He asked her to marry him. And of course she said yes, because like, why would she not? Like, why would she not? But it's time for the reveal, and she's just nervous. She's nervous because she feels like she's not as thin. She likes to eat. And I'm like, girl, get over it. Like, get over it. You are who you are. You're not 600 pounds. You're not stuck to a bed. Like, you are who you are. Either he's going to love it and accept it, or he's not, and we're going to move on with our lives. But when the doors open, now y'all know I was like, I'm looking into it because I want to see. But Ali was like, oh my gosh, she is beautiful. She has all the curves in the right spaces. Okay. I was like, okay, that's all I needed. That's all I needed. Okay, I'm good now. I'm good because I feel like this could work. She is just like, oh my God, thank you so much, Ali, for existing and picking me. I said, not the pick me energy shining through Demi like this. Girl, you are the prize. You are the prize. Okay, remember that. Remember that. When she went to walk away and he saw her little booty, he was like, ooh, and she got a nice little. I was like, See, girl, you sitting there worried about your curves and whatnot. And if you got too much of this and too much of that. And here he is like, you know, desiring and admiring. I'm happy, and I really hope that they work out. I really do. Fingers crossed. So now it's time for a gorgeous getaway on a Greek island. And y'all, why I didn't notice that Nicole wasn't there? Nicole and Sam was not there. Come to find out that Nicole and Sam called it quits, okay? Because she said that after the reveal, something just felt off. Something just felt off. You didn't like the way he looked. Because you were so in love with him. He was so consistent. He was everything, right? He was all the things. You chose him over Ben. You had another option. You didn't like the way he looked in the story. Because nothing changed. He was still the same person. He was still telling you to trust me, trust me, trust me. We got this, we got this, we got this. Trust me, trust me, trust me. But you didn't like the way he looked. Let's be honest. It is what it is. Now you want to go run after Ben? That's what you want to do now? Go run after Ben? Okay. Girl, bye. Even Sam said that he felt like it just wasn't right. I think that Sam would have went along with it if she would have. He would have tried. Whether it would have been sincere or not, he would have tried. Freddy and Kat done had sex. Not once, but twice. Sabrina said that her and Stephen may have connected physically. I'm assuming that means they had sex. And Bobby is definitely attracted to Jasmine. But Jasmine said that Bobby is not normally the guy she would go for. She likes guys who looks a little more on rough around the edges, tattoos and whatnot. And he's a little clean cut. But nonetheless, he's hot. Remember I told y'all during that reveal that I felt like she didn't like him? Remember I told y'all? Yeah, okay. And Demi is still over there dimming her own light because she knows that, you know, Ali's an attractive man and that if she saw him on the street, she would never even approach him because, you know, he feels like he's out of her league. And I'm like, girl, the man is telling you you're beautiful. The man is touching on your body. The man is, you know, reassuring you all the things, and you still just won't accept it. Just accept that you are that. Just accept you're that. But we'll have to see how this all pans out. And I hope Ben don't take Nicole back. I really hope he don't. Because, baby, no. Absolutely not, Nicole. We done with you, girl. We done. You messed up. You messed up. But I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, she don't need to be with neither one of them men. I don't feel like Ben's stable enough for her, and Sam is here for Instagram follow, so she didn't need neither one of them. And then come to find out she's just as shallow as Sam, if you ask me. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna just go ahead and log off of here, and I'll be back with episodes 5, 6, 7, 8 next week. Sorry for being so late. You guys, let me know what you think down below. Leave me some comments. If you have nothing to comment, go ahead and drop me some yellow hearts and let me know you was here. I need all the engagement. All the engagement, okay? Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.